I provide project management techniques tailored to the legal industry to improve efficiency, client satisfaction, and profitability. So in this episode, I'm going to go over how to navigate through these techniques. Listen in for more. Before we get into this episode, we would like to thank our Season 4 sponsor, Affirm Investigative Solutions, your go-to litigation support company. Without them, we would not be able to keep upgrading and integrating new concepts to this growing podcast. If you would like to take your support further, feel free to hit the support button on our Let's Talk Paralegal website so we can continue providing quality and empowering content for you and all our listeners. Hey guys, it's your girl Etta, and welcome to the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast, and another interesting episode coming to you by yours truly. So, in an ever-evolving landscape of the legal industry, automation has emerged as a transformative force, revolutionizing the way legal professionals work and deliver their services. For streamlining mundane tasks to enhancing efficiency and accuracy, automation has proven to be a vital tool in ensuring the continued relevance and success of the legal sector. So today, I'm going to go over my top reasons why automation is so important in the legal industry. So my first stop is going to be efficiency and time savings. Y'all know I'm all about efficiency, effectiveness, streamlining process. That is my jam. That is my thing. That is the heartbeat of our company. But automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks such as document reviews, contract management, data entry will actually free up some valuable time for the legal professionals. And this automation can be redirected or directed depending on the efforts towards more complex, strategic, and high-value tasks, right? Ultimately improving the productivity and, of course, our client service, which I always talk about. So understanding that if we can automate those repetitive tasks, look into the process, what in the process can we actually automate these tedious little things, it'll be more effective in the end. And it'll give you that streamlined process, which is what you need at the end in order to really be coherent and consistent. So the second one is enhanced accuracy. We all know with AI, technology, everything else, we think that we're making less mistakes. And unfortunately, technology is only going to take us so far. Humans are prone for errors. We all know this. But automation systems are designed to be consistent and accurate. So automating your legal processes reduces the risk of those, miscalculations, the oversights, and the inaccuracies of the human error. When we can actually implement this in our processes, there's a little trick though. So in the actual software, you have to make sure that it's accurate the first time. If not, it's going to continue to repeat the errors, right? So we need to make sure that what we're putting in is accurate. And if not, it's just going to be a disaster. So it can be critical, right, for legal matters when we are increasing the precision, and it's very how do I say this? It's very important, I guess, for lack of a better word, for us to make sure that we are putting the information accurate first. So the perfect example for this, for those of you that are maybe not familiar with the new technology or technology in general, as far as the legal industry goes, templates, right? So most of our legal case management software has templates or implement templates, or we're able to create templates, or we're able to merge templates or upload or download or whatever the case may be. Most of these caseload management softwares include it in the software already, or it integrates with one, either or, depending on which case management software you use. When we're creating these templates, when we're merging these templates, we have to make sure that the fields, that the information that the software is gathering that information from is accurate in the first place. Because if not, it's just going to create errors, right? But that's our error. In the end, it's a human error. So making sure that you're getting it right the first time, that you're implementing it correctly the first time, that you're inputting the information in the right fields, and making sure that you do it once perfectly, right? Then that will go ahead and reduce the errors coming, towards the end. So another one is compliance and risk management. Staying compliant is very ever changing, I guess I could say, when it comes to laws and regulations and policies. So it's a constant challenge, right, for legal professionals to stay on top of the compliance factor. But automating these tools can help you monitor and ensure the adherence to those legal requirements, right? Which again, reducing the risk of those non compliance errors that are associated with legal consequences. So we want to make sure that our case management software is aware of the local policies and regulations, or that we have some type of alerts of any changes, of anything in the news, as far as your local bars, legal bars. I'm talking about your local legal bars, associations. Making sure that you're in the known to make sure that your compliance and risk management factor are uh, as up to date as possible. My fourth one would be cost reduction, right? Bottom line is, as a business owner, I always have the cost of something at the forefront, and my clients too, right? My clients really are in tune with their budget, and they're just very conscious of what they're investing in, and what is costing them money, right? So cost reduction is a big one for all of us, but primarily for the business owners. So by automating routine tasks at the law firm, you can significantly reduce operational costs, right? So if at a click of a button, you can set up an appointment, or at a click of a button, you can send a text message that's pretty much standard. Welcome to the law firm as a new client, and then it implements the client's name. Little things like that where you're not physically typing it, where it could just be an automatic, even if it's just a copy and paste template where you just copy it and put it into somewhere, somewhere where it lives, right, separately. I mean, little things like that can definitely reduce those operational costs. And this also includes lower staff needs, right? So the administrative roles are decreased. The physical resources, paper, right? Paper, office space, all this is taken into consideration. Those cost savings, right, that can be passed on to the clients, or reinvested, right? Because we all love that, can improve the service, and also have your personnel focus on other heavy tasks that are needed. So take that into consideration. Another one is faster decision making. Sometimes we love to contemplate in the legal world, and often it's essence, right? We have to, right? We have to think about it, and we have to plan it out, and see every aspect of the situation. But automation allows us a faster data analysis, document retrieval, information sharing. This rapid access is critical, for information. It empowers the lawyers and the staff to make informed decisions a lot quicker. And, that's really crucial when it comes to like litigation and negotiations. So what do I mean by that? When you're automating summaries, right? When you have a software, mostly AI does this now, where you can summarize the notes in your system, summarize a case brief, summarize a pleading, or something where you're not having to read every single word, and you're just grabbing the keynotes on that in particular information. That's great during depositions, during trial, having internal notes, all these little intricacies, anything that can help us be more efficient and faster, but also accurate, right? We never want to lose accuracy in turn to automation, which is why I'm saying information has to be pristine coming in initially for this to actually work. And then, of course, we all know that all of this improves the client experience, right? The client can get faster service. It can be more cost effective for them. We can be more transparent with the client. The demand is faster. Automation enables law firms to meet these expectations by expediting, right, the process. Every client is like, this is taking too long. This is taking too long. Granted, there's some things that are out of our control and that we're not going to be able to, change at all because it's a court deadline or a judge or opposing party or whatever the case may be. But at least what we can control, we are controlling. So offering online portals, right? We all know client portals are amazing because they provide case updates. And it's also a very cost-effective solution for the client, especially if it's a billable client, like a billable hour client. They are constantly knowing that when you're working on their case, when, how, and what you're doing, right? So it makes the billing aspect and sending the bill, whether it's at the end or whether it's during the litigation, more, I guess, clear, right? Because the client can actually see the process unraveling pretty much in their email or text or however your client portal works. So this is enhancing the overall client experience, right? It's making them realize, oh, wow, they're doing a lot of work. Oh, wow, they just worked on this. Oh, wow, that's great. Yes, I know sometimes it can create more headaches, right? Because they come with you with particular questions. But the good thing about client portals is that we're able to choose what information they're able to see. So maybe they will, you can uncheck everything, right? And just make sure that they know that you filed something, that an email was sent, little things like that, right? You can control what the client sees, so you can reduce that amount of communication. Also, other frequently asked questions is a great one to prevent that back and forth with the client as well, so that they have a roadmap of what to expect during their litigation process, and that also can be automated. It can also be sent in a welcome email, a progress email, and a closing email. So just a little tidbit for you. And this, of course, for my business owners, scalability, right? You're able to get to the next step, next level faster. So automation can adapt to a scale of work. It's making it easier for the firms to handle large caseloads and then scale the operations up or down as needed. So the flexibility is particularly valuable, especially in today's dynamic in the legal environment. Super important. And super crucial, especially with the virtual work and the remote work, and really giving the paralegal substantive tasks versus all these little minute tasks. And of course, there's always room for receptionists, legal assistants. We're always going to need people to take care of our clients on a day-to-day basis consistently while the paralegal is actually working the case. So that is never going to go away. We can only automate so much, right? Some may beg to differ. So if you do, let me know. So this is more of the executive level, but also paralegals should be aware, and non-lawyers in general that are non-management, I should say, should be aware, is the data analysis and the predictive insights. We're all about reports, guys. In that C-suite, in the management office, the lawyers, they love their reports because numbers talk. Numbers provide pictures. So data is very important. So the more that we can automize and create these reports, the easier it is for them to understand what next steps they need, where are they missing the mark, where do they need to add or subtract, so on and so forth. So automation tools can process vast amount of data, right? And this is allowing the legal professionals to identify, like I said, trends, patterns, insights that may not be apparent through like a manual analysis alone. So another thing that you should take into consideration when you're doing a manual analysis is that analysis is the perception of that person. The automation reports that come from your caseload management, your financing software, and all that good stuff. That's coming from raw data, right? So that's coming from everyone at the law firm. So anywhere from the intake to the receptionist to the legal assistant to the paralegal to the executives, they're all implementing that information. So you're getting the full picture versus that one person's picture. And that's what you want, especially as an executive and as an analyzer, for reports. This is definitely crucial. So the data-driven approach can help lawyers make more informed decisions and better strategize, not only for the business, but for the clients. So they can see where they're missing the mark. Another tip I'll have for you today is competitive advantage. We all know that the legal industry is flooded with different a variety of services, but we all know that the one thing that can set us apart is the way we offer our services, how we offer our services, which I'm going to tell you the difference in a second, and how we deliver it. So the way we do it is either virtual, physical, hybrid, both. How we do it is our staff. How are they providing it, and then how are they actually delivering that, right? So how are they providing it? Is it again through a virtual? Is it a person in person? Are they driving to your client's location? Are they meeting up physically, virtually, through Zoom, through all these different levels of communication that we have now thanks to technology and obviously, honestly, COVID. We can go ahead and utilize those services, but the deliverance is also what sets us apart. So, the firm has to embrace automation to gain that competitive edge, especially in the current legal marketplace. They can offer more efficient services at lower costs, greater transparency, attracting the clients who value the innovation and, of course, effectiveness, right? You want those clients. So, in a nutshell, automation is not a buzzword, okay? I don't want you to think that this is a buzzword. It is not, especially in the legal industry. It is actually critical, and it enables efficiency, accuracy, competitiveness, and gives you that innovative, cutting edge feel. So, as technology continues to advance, law firms that harness that power of automation will be better equipped to meet the evolving needs of those clients and to navigate those complex legal landscapes that we're now encountering in the 21st century. So, embracing automation is not a choice, it's definitely a necessity. For those who seek to thrive in the legal field, of course, right? So, we want to make sure that you're growing one by one and that we're growing together, and we're all growing the same way. Well, maybe not the same way, but we're all growing innovatively. So, I hope that helped. Until justice is served, I'll be here. Bye, guys.